in here. They're going to do a handoff to Brister, but GY flies in and tackles Brister, trips him up. Greg Yeldell, number 20, who got the penalty, but now makes the tackle there. Let's call it a 1-yard gain. They did get positive yardage on a handoff. It was kind of a wide receiver handoff to number 9, Darrell Brister. 1-yard gain, 2nd and goal from the 2. San Angelo leading as we play here in the 2nd quarter. They have a 28-point lead. It is San Angelo 40 and West Texas 12. Second and goal from the 2 after that 1-yard run. Now another run, this handoff to Brister, this time right side across the goal line. Good blocking on the play. It's one of the big fellas paving the way for West Texas was number 92, Vincent Williams. Williams, a 340-pound offensive lineman. That was a nice block there. And as we said, that's going to go as a 2-yard run, a 2-yard touchdown run by Darrell Brister. They're going for 2. West Texas going for 2, trailing by 22 points. They're going to hand off this time number 32 across the goal line in. That was Thomas for the Wildcatters, Jacoby Thomas. So it's a 20-point game after West Texas strikes for 8. Makes it a 20-point game. Our score, the San Angelo Bandits 40, West Texas Wildcatters 20. 40-20. That 12:44 is 12:44 left in the 2nd quarter.
That is absolutely true. You win.
So as we said on that play, it eventually the box score will read that it was a 2-yard touchdown run by number 9, Darrell Brister, followed by a run for a 2-point run by number 32. That's Jacoby Thomas. 40-20 the score, and now the Wildcatters have to kick off. Again, this one, I've seen bigger comebacks than this. The Bandits came back one time this season from 25 back. That 25-point deficit ending in a Bandit win came against Rio Grande Valley. So a 20-point lead in the 2nd quarter. That means there's still a lot of football, a lot of indoor football left to play. So here comes a kickoff. So the Wildcatters try anything to catch the Bandits off guard. You are allowed to, of course, have an onside or try to kick it off a Bandit player. This time it is a line drive. It's up the sideline. It's going to be returned by Edwards. He's at the 20. Pass midfield. Breaks a tackle inside the 20. A strong run. He just rumbles down to the 15 of the Wildcatters. That's a 20-yard kickoff return. So doesn't sound all that great, but I think like 15 yards of that came after first contact. Edwards just kept making Wildcatters miss. So it's in Wildcatter territory, 1st and 10, the 15 for the Bandits. Luke Collis under center. 2 receivers to his right. He looks out to his right for Thomas. Caught at the 5. A tackle broken at the 3. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown Bandits. The flag flies in, but it might be a face mask on the Wildcatters, which would, of course, be declined.
Appreciate y'all being out tonight.
We'll wait for the call. Well, I'm not sure there might be a way to enforce this. Here's the call. They said it is a face mask on West Texas, and it will be carried over on the kickoff. So that goes, fans, as a San Angelo touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown to Johnny Thomas from Luke Collis. Here's the snap. Hold is good. The kick for 1 is on the way, but this one wide to the right. No good. So we've had some points scored again. We have a new score on the scoreboard. New score, San Angelo 46, the Wildcatters 20. So that's a 26-point game with 12 minutes exactly to play here before halftime. Matt McGraw, that's me, giving you the call here on Memorial Day as the Bandits play home game number 6, the last home game of the 2014 schedule. So that was the third touchdown catch by Bandit receiver number 13, Johnny Thomas. That was also touchdown pass number 5 by Luke Collis. The other 2 going to Lawan Edwards for 1, and also Lamons Cashmere. And then, as we said, 3 times hooking up with Johnny Thomas. So Collis, the Bandit QB, continuing his just elite play by Luke Collis. The Bandits have been scoring a lot of points of late. Had 89 points in a loss, scored 77 last time out in a win. Have 46 on the board, and we're just in the second quarter. It will be a Bandit kickoff. You see it there on your screen. This is a squib kick, going to be returned at the 20. That's by number 80. That is Shackelford, Cornelius Shackelford. Going to get 10 yards out of it. Takes it from his own 20 to the Bandit 20. Going to be 1st and 10. Does look like Lawan, no, that's Gary Edwards, excuse me, fans. Number 41, Gary Edwards. Looks like he's grabbing at, I think, at his lower leg. Not going to speculate anything. There is a delay here. It's a 26-point game for the Bandits there, the ones in front. 46-20, and we're in the second quarter. They did move this football back because it did go back to penalty, the face mask that the Wildcatters committed when the Bandits scored. That was going to be enforceable 10 yards from wherever the Wildcatters returned the ball to on the ensuing kickoff. So they had it into Bandit territory at the 20, as I said. But the 10-yard penalty going to back it back to the Wildcatter 20. So that is how that face mask is going to play out. 1st and 10 for the West Texas Wildcatters at their own 20. They are 30 yards away from the end zone. QB Kyle Yeck, and a flag flies in pre-snap.
Penalty flag on the field.
Illegal defense, 5 yards, first down.
Illegal defense on the San Angelo Bandits. They did not give a number there. That's, I believe, the 3rd or 4th time the Bandits guilty of illegal defense. So 1st and 5. The Wildcatters from midfield, throwing out to his right is Yeck, but over the head of Darrell Brister, incomplete.
Congratulations and enjoy.
Going to make it 2nd and 5. Ball right at midfield, clock running right now. Again, it's continuous clock here in indoor football and the Lone Star Football League. 2nd and 5. This time a receiver in motion is Brister to the left of Yeck. He's going to Brister. He has him across the middle of the field. Brister making one mad miss, plowing into another. That was number 7 of the Bandits, Jeremiah Turner. Turner eventually brings down Brister, but not before he gets 16 yards on the gain, and it's going to be 1st and goal for the Wildcatters. 1st and goal from the Bandit 9, clock running at 10:20 in the second quarter. So a lot of time still on the second quarter clock. The Bandits lead the Wildcatters 46-20. Wildcatter QB Kyle Yeck. He's going to do an inside handoff. That's to Thomas. Jacoby Thomas inside the 5. brought down with a hit by Kirkland Davidson.
You know, credit is hard. Eric's is easy.
It's going to be call it a 4-yard run, a 4-yard gain from the 9 to the 5. Second and goal from the 5 for the Wildcatters, trying to cut into what is a 26-point lead for the San Angelo Bandits. Kyle Yeck under center. He's got 2 receivers to his right. Now a third in motion to his right is Brister. Back to pass. Going out to his right. Caught by Johnson. Touchdown, Wildcatters. West Texas with a 4-yard touchdown pass. A touchdown pass from quarterback Kyle Yeck to number 88. That was Cedric Johnson. Makes it a 20-point game. 46-26 in the second quarter. And the Wildcatters going to go for 2 here, try to make it an 18-point game. They have 3 receivers to the right of Yeck. Now they're going to do a toss to Thomas. He plowing ahead, looking for the goal line. And he crosses it. A 2-point conversion is good. The 2-point try is good. And it is an 18-point game. So the Wildcatters are getting back in this a little bit. They've last 2 times scored not just touchdowns, but 2-point conversions, as you see it there. An 18-point game. San Angelo 46, West Texas 28. So that last scoring sequence, a 4-yard touchdown pass by Kyle Yeck to number 88, Cedric Johnson. And then the 2-point try was a run, and it was a good run by number 32, Jacoby Thomas.
Whoever can throw their pizza box the farthest.
9 minutes on the second quarter clock. It's currently stopped with 9 minutes here to play. So high scoring. I know the fans have enjoyed that have come out here on a Memorial Day. As I look, it's actually a really good crowd here at the Foster Communications Coliseum. The lower half of the Coliseum pretty well stacked up with fans.
Our first one is our winner!
So 74 points so far combined between these 2 teams. 74 first half points.
Twin Mountain Dentistry is creating smiles that last a lifetime.
The Wildcatters going to kick this one away to the Bandits. The Wildcatters in those dark uniforms. They're in those dark grays with the bright green, the green trim, and the green lettering and numbering. The Bandits in the whites, and it's kind of a red, white, and blue look for the Bandits. It will be quarterback and kicker. He does the kicking as well. Kyle Yeck to kick it away. This one a low bouncing kick caught by Edwards. He's at the 25 midfield and going to be brought down right there. A minimal return on that one. But the Bandits have it in pretty good field position right at midfield stripe. That's the 25-yard line. So they are 25 yards away from getting into the 50s now on their point total. See what they do this drive. They have not turned it over yet. So been very efficient. Now they're going to mark a penalty back. There was an unsportsmanlike penalty on, I believe, the 2-point try, and it was against a Bandit player. So just like we saw the previous drive after the return, then they mark the penalty, so it takes it from the 25 back to the 15. Collis under center, going to have trip receivers to his right. Back to pass. Looking for Thomas. Has him at the 25, the 20, the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bandits. The 4th, yes, Quattro. They've hooked up 4 times as Bandit QB Luke Collis with wide receiver number 13, Johnny Thomas. That time a 35-yard pass and catch. 10 yards of it went through the air. Then the last 25, some good open field running by Johnny Thomas. It's a 52-28 game. That is a 24-point advantage. The Bandits trying to make it 25. The kick on the way. That one splits the uprights. So it is a 25-point ball game. Again, that's a second quarter score, fans. In the second quarter, the San Angelo Bandits 53, the West Texas Wildcatters 28. Touchdown pass number 6 for Luke Collis. 4 of them going to Johnny Thomas. 53-28. There's 8 minutes and change to play still in the first half. We are still before halftime. With the Bandits, they're threatening, of course, men. I mean, well on pace for over 100 points. Might they treat the home fans in their last home game to a century? Maybe they go over 100 tonight. So Bandits going to kick off now to the Wildcatters. Will be kicker. The smallest guy on the team is number 99, Art Artega. Artega, 5'4", 145 pounds. And here comes the kick. This one bouncing at the 15, down to about the 5, into the hands of, this is number 80, Shackelford, across the 20, across midfield, inside the 20, inside the 15, a tough man to bring down. Number 80, Cornelius Shackelford. Is there a flag on the field? I don't believe so. So it's 14-yard line of the Bandits. That one returned at about the 5. So call it a 31-yard return. 31-yard kickoff return, and the Wildcatters had it in nice field position already in Bandit territory. 1st and 10 from the Bandit 14. 2 receivers to the right of Yek and 1 in motion to his left. Back to pass, across the middle of the field, hooks up with number 49, the tight end, Morris, making a man miss. Down inside the 5 before DeMarcus James, number 2, James of the Bandits, does make the tackle. But that was, let's call it a 12-yard pass and catch down to the Bandit 2. 1st and goal now from the 2. The Bandits do lead by 25 points. Wildcatters trying to cut into that 25-point lead. An inside handoff to Brister, right side, down to the goal line, but I think just short. Going to be spotted just short of the goal line, so 2nd and goal from the 1. So call it just a 1-yard run by number 9, Darrell Brister. Clock moving. We're under 7 to play. Actually 6.5. 6.5 on the second quarter clock. Kyle Yek under center. Behind him is Jacoby Thomas, the fullback. They're just going to go with a QB sneak. Kyle Yek using his full 6'6" frame over the goal line. A touchdown. Wildcatter touchdown. It's going to go as a quarterback sneak. A 1-yard touchdown run. A 1-yard run by Kyle Yek. Makes it a 19-point game after that 6 points for the touchdown. Now the Wildcatters, who have converted their last 2-point tries. They've made 8 the last 2 times. They're trying to go for 2 again. Would make it a 17-point game. Yek with 3 receivers to his right. He's under pressure, though. He's brought down. Brought down by, is that Turner? That is Jeremiah Turner. Again, sometimes hard to read the numbers on the front of these patriotic uniforms. So the 2-point try, this time the 2-point try is no good. And so the scoreboard right there reads the San Angelo Bandits 53, the West Texas Wildcatters 34. So a 19-point game. It was a 28-point lead for the Bandits at the end of the first quarter, so the Wildcatters have won this second quarter play so far. They've won it by they've won it by 9 points. They've trimmed a 28-point lead down to a 19-point lead. Wildcatters have to kick off to the Bandits. Also, the Bandits in position they know as well. San Angelo will receive the second half kickoff. So when we get going in the third quarter, that kickoff going to go to San Angelo as well. 53-34 our score. The Bandits a 19-point lead. 5:50 on the second quarter clock. Wildcatters going to kick off here. You see it there on your screen. This one a low line drive bouncing kick. Eventually into the hands of Kashmir. Make a man miss at the 15. Breaks out to the 20 and then shoved out of bounds at the 21-yard line. So the football going to stay in Bandit territory. But still pretty good field position. The Bandits going to only be 29 yards away from the end zone. They have it at their own 21-yard line. And their offense has been very efficient. 6 touchdown passes from quarterback Luke Collis. He comes under center. This time 2 receivers to his right. 1 receiver in motion to his left. That's Thomas. Back to pass. He's looking to Tom. No, that's Cash. Excuse me. And it's caught by Kashmir. And it's a 10-yard gain. Exactly. 10 yards for... Now they're going to bring it back to a 9-yard gain. It is into Wildcatter territory. Makes it a 2nd and 1 after a 9-yard pass from Luke Collis to Lamons Kashmir. We have less than 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. The Bandits lead by 19. Collis, this time 2 receivers to his right, 1 to the left. He's looking to his right, throwing intended for, that was Lawan Edwards, but it's incomplete, was at his feet. Going to bring up a 3rd down for the Bandits. It's a 3rd and short, though. 3rd and 1 yard to go. 4:20, now less than 4:20 on the second quarter clock. 3rd and 1. Might see the big fella Alex Joyner get a handoff. And that is, they hand it to him. He goes ahead, only needed a yard. I think he only got a yard. But that is a Bandit first down before Leonard Williams, number 44 Williams, with a nice quick tackle. But as we said, the Bandits only needed 1. And they got it. So 1st and 10 now. 1st and 10 from the 19. Collis under center again. 2 receivers to his right. A 3rd one to his right is Cash. Back to pass. Looking for Edwards. Off his helmet almost and hands and incomplete. 2nd and 10. It is at the West Texas 19-yard line. 3 minutes and 15 seconds on the second quarter clock.
You would be right. 200 gallons of barbecue sauce and you win from
And Collis breaks the huddle. The quarterback under center to a receiver either side. Now a second one to his right. It's Thomas, and he passes to his right. It's Thomas. Caught inside the 10, down to the 5. That is a 14-yard gain by Johnny Thomas, who's having himself a heck of a first half. Bandits in hurry-up mode. 1st and goal from the 5. And a flag, though, going to fly in, and this one blown dead before we got going. They got a false start on one of the Bandit offensive linemen. So what was 1st and goal at 5? Make it 1st and goal from the 10. The Bandits lead by 19 points, fans. It's the Bandits 53, the Wildcatters 34, 2.5. Now less than 2.5 to play in the second. Quarterback Luke Collis, this time with trip receivers to his right. Back to pass. Under pressure, and the ball almost comes out. He is sacked. Good job by Collis just to hang on to that football and not cough it up. That's a 6-yard loss, a quarterback sack.
45-11, Roosters, Chicken, and Texans.
And it backs it up to the 16. This is goal to go. Second and goal from the 16. The Bandits break the huddle. Only 10 seconds on the play clock. They'll have to hurry. Collis, though, gets him to the line of scrimmage quickly. 2 receivers to his right, a third one to his right. Now a Wildcatter came in, but the Wildcatters pointing at the Bandit O-line. There is another flag on the field.
Offsides, defense, number 34.
It is offsides on the Wildcatters. On number 34, Aaron Matthews, so a second and goal from the 16 becomes a second and goal from the 11. Clock running, only 90 seconds left in the second quarter, less than a minute and a half as it ticks. The Bandits break the huddle here. They're going to go 2 receivers to the right of quarterback Collis. Now a third coming here to the near side to the right. It's Cashmere. Across the middle, it's caught by Cashmere. Down inside the 5, and he's brought down at the 4. Will be third and goal.
Third and goal at the 4.
And we do have the 1-minute warning. 1-minute warning here. And it's still a 19-point game. So that is a mandatory timeout. 1 minute to play before halftime. San Angelo Bandits 53, the West Texas Wildcatters 34. Some more festivities and contests going on where fans can, I know they love coming here because they can walk away with some awesome prizes, gift cards, and free food for just coming to watch the Bandits play. So we're going to have 1 minute left when we get back to action. It will be a third and goal from the 4. As you're watching again, San Angelo Bandit fan trying to make a pass while seated in a recliner. I think he came up a little short. Still think he's waving at people. He's having a good time here. That is what it's all about here at the Foster Communications Coliseum, home the San Angelo Bandits, who are a proud member of the Lone Star Football League. It's going to be trip receivers to the right of Collis. He's throwing it to the right, lobs it for Thomas. It's caught. It's caught for a touchdown, Bandits. Thomas jumping out of a crowd of Wildcatters higher than anybody and making the catch. It's back to a 25-point game. 59-34. That was touchdown catch number 5 for Thomas. 5 first-half touchdown catches. The Bandits going for the extra point with their kicker, Ortega. The snap is good. Kick on the way. This one is good. Ortega has had a good evening here in the first half. Missed a couple, but has made the vast majority and has also pinned the Wildcatters down inside their territory with good kickoffs. As you see there, new score, it's a 26-point game. The Bandits have 60 points on the board, and we're still in the first half of play. So that means they are on pace, fans, on pace for 120 points. 60-34 is the score. 56 seconds to play before halftime. So the Wildcatters going to try to get a few more points here before halftime, and they're going to have, I believe, the full amount of timeouts. And, of course, in the last minute of play, you have the normal clock stoppage rules. The clock will stop on incompletions, on runners that run up and out of bounds. So kind of the normal rules you're looking at, or you're used to, that's going to happen here with 56 seconds on the second quarter clock. So as we said, touchdown catch number 5 for wide receiver Johnny Thomas. 7 total touchdown passes by Bandit QB Luke Collis.
Comes Artega's kickoff.
And Artega will kick this one away here. This one a high end-over-end kick. It's into the hands of Shackelford at the 5, the 10, past the 15, makes a man miss the 20. Midfield, inside the 20, now 15, inside the 15, and down to the 12. A strong return by Cornelius Shackelford. Call it a 38-yard return. 38 yards on the kickoff return. And it's 1st and 10 from the Bandit 12. So just 12 yards away are the West Texas Wildcatters. They do trail, though, by 26 points. 45 seconds left on the second quarter clock. Kyle Yeck under center. 2 receivers to his right. Here comes a third in motion to his right. It's Brister, but he toss it to the fullback, Thomas. And the ball comes out, but the whistle blowing. And the official saying that the Wildcatter fullback, Thomas, was down. Jacoby Thomas gets a 5-yard gain. Now the clock is running here. 21 seconds, now under 20 or 20 exactly, and they call a timeout. The Wildcatters call their first timeout of the half with 20 seconds to play in the second quarter. So the Wildcatters could trim this lead. It's currently at 26 points. They're going to have a 2nd and 5 from the 8 of the Bandits. So they can get a first down. They could get it inside the 3, which would be a 1st and goal if they get it inside the Bandit 3. Wildcatters playing it right, though. I like that call with the first down run, because if they score too quickly, you'll leave enough time, especially with Bandit QB Luke Collis. If they leave too much time, the Bandits will score once more before halftime, but they're trying to make sure that if there is a score before half, it will be by the Wildcatters. So we're back and ready now for a 2nd and 5.
Second down with 20 seconds left.
And Kyle Yeck under center. Now a flag flying in before the play. And I think we're going to have failure to report on the tight end of the Wildcatters.
5 yards.
Didn't pick up much of the official's mic there, but I think that is the call. You have three offensive linemen, and one of them is the tight end, but has to tell you he's the tight end by raising his hand. This time it's 2nd and 10 now. Yeck back to pass. The QB going across the middle, and that's a big hit. A big hit. Who laid that one in? Christian Torres, and broke up the pass. So it goes incomplete. And that means clock is stopped. We are under a minute to play, so it does stop now after incomplete passes. 14 seconds, fans. So time for a few more plays here before half. It's going to be a 3rd, and they're calling it 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 from the 13 of the Bandits. Here we go. The Wildcatters QB Yeck back to pass, looking out to his right, making a man miss. Now lobbing it across the middle of the field, and it's over the head of a wide open receiver at the back of the end zone. Bandits might have dodged a bullet there. That was Darrell Brister. Number 9, Brister, was open, but it goes over his head. It's incomplete, and it's 4th down. Except now, I didn't see there was a flag. And it was illegal defense on the Bandits. That is an automatic 1st down. A 5-yard penalty, but more importantly, an automatic 1st down. They're going to spot this one at the 7. There's only 9 seconds, though, on the clock. Time for maybe 2 plays. So the 1st down doesn't matter too much when there's only 9 seconds, but the Wildcatters, as I said, have time for sure for 1. Now the clock is at 4, though. The play clock, they're not going to get it off. They're going to call a timeout. That's their 2nd charge timeout of the half. They call that one to, of course, avoid a delay of game penalty. So they'll have one more timeout just in case they obviously get tackled in the field of play. They can stop it one more time. 9 seconds. They do have it at the 7, the Wildcatters do. Now the whole thing to keep in mind as the team's about to go to the locker room, this is why this one's really key, because the Bandits will receive, they will get the 2nd half kickoff. So the Wildcatters have to kick off to start the 3rd quarter. So they're trying to trim this lead, knowing that the Bandits going to get the ball first when we get going in the 3rd. Here we go with a 1st down, but as we said, more importantly, 9 seconds. The Wildcatters going with trip receivers to the right of QB Yek. He's under pressure. He's scrambling now across the middle. He has a man open. It's McDonald, and it's caught for a touchdown. Number 81, Kent McDonald. And it makes it a 20-point game. Quiets the crowd a bit. Now the Wildcatters going to try to make it an 18-point game by going for 2. It's currently 60-40. The San Angelo Bandits 60, the Wildcatters 40. They go with a tight formation, twin receivers to the right. Now here comes a 3rd one to the right. And they hand off, though, up the middle to Thomas. He's pushing for goal line. And he is just short. The 2-point try is just short, and now a late flag flies in. We might have had some unsportsmanlike conduct. Don't want to speculate who it's against. We'll wait for the call. I think, again, they're having a few mic problems, the officials are. I think he said it was on the Wildcatters. There's 4 seconds. 4 seconds left here. Now head coach Joe Brannon is asking for clarification on what's going on. If it was a penalty on the Wildcatters, would there perhaps be one final untimed down even after the kickoff return, assuming the kickoff return takes the last 4 seconds? But if it was on the Wildcatters, then the penalty would be marked off. And I don't know if there would be an untimed down or not. We'll just wait for it all to play out after that 7-yard touchdown pass by the Wildcatters. A 7-yard pass from QB Kyle Yek. He hooked up that time to number 81. That's Kent McDonald. As we said, it makes it a 60-40 game. The Wildcatters have to kick off here to the Bandits. There are 4 seconds remaining here on the 2nd quarter clock. And here we go. The kick is into the hands of, that's number 12, Davidson. He makes a man miss. He's shoved up and into the stands. But he's going to be okay. Number 12, Kirkland Davidson. there is going to be one untimed down, then. So that was after a missed two-point try by the Wildcatters. One of their players gets called for an unsportsmanlike conduct foul that eventually ends up being enforced on kickoff. The kickoff was a short one, caught at the midfield stripe, the 25, by Kirtland Davidson. He got it down just inside the 15. They eventually mark off the foul, and it marks it down to the 6, fans. Again, there are no seconds on the clock. It's triple zeros, but there will be one play. The Bandits choose to not go for a field goal. They're going for the throat, if you will. They're going for a touchdown up by 20. A receiver either side of Collis. Now a second to his right. Back to pass. Looking to his left. Goes to, I think that was Cashmere. It's incomplete, and no flag down. It was to number 3, Lamons Cashmere. So it's incomplete, and we have reached halftime. Oh, now a flag comes in, but that was way, way late. And might be on the Bandits. They might have complained too loudly to the officials. The teams are going to the locker room, though, and so we have reached halftime. And so at a half, there is your score. The San Angelo Bandits 60, the West Texas Wildcatters 40. And that is a halftime score, 60-40, 100 combined points between these teams. As we said, the Bandits, they could be on pace to score over 100 themselves. So 60-40 the score. We are at the half. This game not being carried on the radio in San Angelo. The road games for the Bandits are carried on the radio, but this game is just on the America One Sports Network. The video online with my audio, Matt McGraw at AmericaOneSports.com. That's just a way of saying that we will be taking a break here. We'll leave the crowd mic on, and you'll have the field view, a little bit of the field, so we'll show you a few of the halftime festivities, but we are going to take a break. We're going to go to some silence other than crowd mic. We will try to at least keep some audio on for you, as again we are at the half. And so I will be taking a break. We'll come back after a little while and break down some of the first half scoring for you. And, of course, get you ready for the third quarter. We're only halfway done, and these teams, as we said, have scored a lot of points. 100 combined points. Again, at the half in San Angelo is the San Angelo Bandits 60 and the West Texas Wildcatters 40. Taking a break here for the halftime festivities. You're listening and watching San Angelo Bandit football and the Lone Star Football League right here on AmericaOneSports.com.
Let's be Americans that defend Americans. Amen. For the same. All righty. It's time for the Human Bumper Balls. We have these three, I won't call them lovely contestants, but three contestants out here. I need y'all to spread out. Stop right there. Spread out. Over there. Okay. Now, guys, Rubens racing. And that's all I'm going to say. Whoever can get the ball down to the goal line first is going to be my winner. Don't be shy. These things work. Are you ready? Get set. Go! And don't get down. Okay, guys, don't forget the ball. As he's picked out, there's our winner in the Human Bumper Balls. we have the Justin Cole Band. Y'all give it up. We're going to get them all set up. We're going to play a couple of songs.
All right, how's everybody feeling tonight? My name's Justin Cole, this is Bob Scott, we're on the Justin Cole Band. We got a record coming out this summer, we got a new tune coming on the radio next week. Excuse me, this week. It's a tune called Call Me Back Up.
No, I'm not singing.
She used to have power, but she let it go. She used to want love, now she don't. They were heartbreak. us downtown tonight, y'all come out and check us out. Thanks so much.
Y'all give it up one more time for Justin Cole, man. All right, back on the field, I have Mr. Tim White with the Zeal Challenge.
A little less than a month ago, we did a Zeal for Life Challenge where we asked for contestants to sign up for a contest to see who could lose the most weight in 30 days. Our manager for that project was Courtney, and she's going to give you the results of that.
Hello. This is our winner, David Vasquez. He's lost 19 pounds. That was about 3 weeks. It wasn't a full 30 days, so it's pretty good. A combined total of 36 inches was lost with 56 pounds total. So congratulations for all the hard work.
Right now, he won 2 tickets to a Rangers game. Now, if anybody else wants to find out how to lose weight with the Zeal for Life Challenge, you can get a hold of Courtney through the Bandit's office, and she'd be more than happy to help you. He lost 19 pounds in less than 3 weeks, about 3 weeks. So hear it up.
All right, congratulations, sir. All righty, it's that time again. But there's a new twist to the game tonight. Where's my bucket? Mike, show him the little bucket. See the little bucket inside the big bucket. There's enough room for one football in that little bucket. If anybody gets in that little bucket, you'll get $100. Okay? But it has to be in the little bucket, not the big one. All right, as soon as she gets the truck in place, I'm going to get out quick. Because I think it's fixing to start raining footballs. All right, folks, let them go! All right, you got him. Let him go. All right, let him go. All right, if you got him, you're going to throw him quick. We're fixing to wrap it up. That it? All right. We'll announce our winners here in just a little while. Getting the balls up off the field. Mr. Tim White again.
We are proud to announce our partnership this year with Operation Finally Home. This is Adrian Valderas, I'm sorry. And he's going to explain the program, and we're going to pass the hat. So here you go.
My name is Angelo, and I'm the president of the Home Builders Association of San Angelo. And we're proud to announce that we're partnering up with Operation Finally Home for the second time. Operation Finally Home is a non-profit organization that allows Americans and associations to say a special thank you to our wounded veterans by building a custom home, mortgage-free home for a wounded veteran. We're asking your guys' support. We did this back in 2011. We're going to be passing the bucket. We have some shirts for sale, so we'd really like your support in building another mortgage-free home for a wounded veteran. They sacrificed so much for us, so this is a special thank you.
Let's give them a big hand. I want you to understand, when these guys take these houses, they're given those keys, it's theirs. They don't know anything, it's their house, period. It's not like some of the other ways where they have to work for it a lot. Once they give them the keys, that's it. It's their house. I think they deserve one more large round of applause. Awesome work.
And welcome back, everyone. We are getting ready to start the second half of play here live in San Angelo. Of course, this is the Lone Star Football League, the LSFL. And at the half between the San Angelo Bandits and the West Texas Wildcatters, it is San Angelo 60 and the West Texas Wildcatters 40. So still a game. I mean, 20 points, especially in indoor football. You can rally quickly from that. Few of just some of the highlights of the first half of play. The Bandits opened up strong, scoring the first 20 points, led 20-0 early going. Eventually, when the first quarter came to an end, the Bandits had a big 40-12 lead. That was the score, 40-12 at the end of the first 15 minutes. Then the Wildcatters do rally. They actually played the best football there in the second quarter, outscoring the Bandits in the second quarter, 28-20. So the Wildcatters won the second by 8 points. So that 28-point first quarter lead is what is now 20-point lead here at the half. Turnovers are the story as always, and San Angelo has not turned the ball over. No interceptions, no fumbles lost for the Bandits. The Wildcatters have 3 turnovers. They lost 2 fumbles, and also quarterback for the Wildcatters, Kyle Yeck, has thrown 1 pick. So 3 turnovers by the Wildcatters have also turned into 20 points for the Bandits. So the Bandits with 20 points off those Wildcatter turnovers. Luke Collis, the Bandit quarterback, 7 touchdowns as he has accounted for all through the air. 7 touchdowns passing for Bandit QB Luke Collis. 5 of those 7 going to 1 wide receiver who's had a heck of a first half. Trying to earn Player of the Week honors is Johnny Thomas with 5 touchdowns receiving in the first half alone. Wildcatter quarterback Kyle Yeck, he's tossed 3 touchdowns passing, also has rushed a 1-yard sneak, has rushed for 1 touchdown, so has accounted for 4 touchdowns, does have the 1 interception thrown by Wildcatter quarterback Kyle Yeck. So we're getting ready for the third quarter. It's right now a 20-point spread, and the Bandits will receive the third quarter kickoff. So they have, of course, played so well here in the first 2 quarters. 60 points on the board. How many touchdowns is Collis going to go for tonight? They look so sharp, but the Wildcatters still in this game, and a couple turnovers by the Bandits can definitely make this a tight game. Here we go, fans. We're about to get underway. Matt McGraw, that's me, set to deliver the play-by-play audio to go along with the video right here on AmericaOneSports.com. So West Texas, the Wildcatters to kick off here. Here comes the kick, and we are underway in the third quarter. Kick goes to Cash. Cashmere at the 10. Up to the 15, makes a man miss, spinning out of a tackle, and up to the 19-yard line of San Angelo. So that's about a 16-yard return. But now a flag flies in. A personal foul that dates back to the end of the second quarter. So there wasn't actually a flag on the play. It was the flag from the incompletion that the Bandits thought they were interfered with. So they mark that one off to start the third. So it takes it from the 19 back to the 9. First play from the 9. Collis in and out of the hands of Lamons Cashmere. Brings up 2nd and 10. Again, it's at the 9. So the Bandits not with the best field position to start this first drive of the third quarter. They're 41 yards away from the end zone. 2nd and 10. The Bandits wearing those white. If you are just logging in to your computer, thinking the Bandits are at home and should be in the greens, the Bandits are in the whites, the red, white, and blues today for Memorial Day. Collis going deep this time for Thomas and has him out to the left. And then he's shoved out of bounds immediately, but not before he gets a gain of, let's call it 19 yards, a 19-yard reception by Thomas. Thomas having just an awesome game. 1st and 10 for the Bandits. Collis going out to his right this time. It's Thomas again. He's out, I think, 10 more yards. Takes it down to the 12-yard line. Another first down for the Bandits. This is the first drive of the third quarter. It's a 20-point game. The Bandits lead 60-40 here in the third quarter. Let's call it, I think I said the 12. It's actually the 13. 1st and 10 from the 13. Collis this time with 2 receivers to his left. Now a third. In motion is Cash to his left. He goes out, and it's Thomas again. Thomas catching this time short gain, but a positive gain nonetheless. 5 yards on the gain. Make it 6 yards as it goes from the 13 down to the 7. So the Bandits 7 yards away, a 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4 from the Wildcatters 7. This is the first drive of the third quarter. Quarterback Luke Collis, this time with trip receivers to his right. He's under pressure though, looking for Cash, but it's over his head. That had to do with the immense pressure brought by the Wildcatters on that play. Brings up 3rd, and we'll call it 4. 3rd and 4 from the 7. The Bandits can get a first down at the 3. Clock running even after the incompletion. It's running right now with 11:45 on the third quarter clock. Collis going to be under center for a critical third down. It's going to be trip receivers to his right. He's back to pass. Looking now across the middle of the field, but that one is incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Intended for Lawan Edwards. That is going to bring up a 4th down. So what are the Bandits going to do here? Do they want to try to get on the board? Try a field goal? Think they're not going to go for the field goal. They're going to go for it on 4th and 4. Collis again with 2 receivers to his right, and a third is Cash in motion. Full head of steam looking for Cash, and it's caught. Lamont Cashmere, number 3, Cash. They call him Cash, Lamons Cashmere. And the Bandits score to start the third quarter. So not going to let the Wildcatters get too close, at least not right now. It's back up to a 26-point lead. And the Bandits going to go for one here.
Spencer Plumbing penalty flag on the field.
Again, no sound coming from the referee, Mike. He called an unsportsmanlike conduct, but didn't point to a side. But here comes the extra point by Art Arteaga. Now there's movement at the line of scrimmage.
Spencer Plumbing penalty flag on the field.
And flags fly in. And it's going to be called offside again. I'll just have to give you the best I can do. The officials announcing mic is not working. Here comes the extra point again. And another flag in. And it's going to be against the Bandits this time. Again, we don't know the number. Cannot hear the official, but it's going to back it up now, 5 yards. Still an extra point attempt. This time the kick is going to be attempted from the 13. So it's a 23-yard, but it's still just going to go as an extra point attempt. Here's the snap. It's a bit low, but the kick on the way. And, just to the left. It's wide left. So the score, the Bandits get 6. They get 6 to start the third. It's the San Angelo Bandits 66, the Wildcatters 40. It's a third quarter score right there, 66 to 40. That last touchdown pass was touchdown pass number 8 by Bandit QB Luke Collis. That time it went to Lamons Cashmere. And it came on a 4th and 4. It was pretty clutch, of course. Goes as a 7-yard touchdown pass from Luke Collis to Lamons Cashmere.
3 to 4 or 4 to 6. 4 to 6.
So the Bandits ready to kick this one off.
And you win from Picky's Barbecue.
Leading by 26 points, leading 66 to 40. Here comes the kickoff by Arteaga. It's a low line drive into the hands of Brister. He's at the 15, the 20. He's at the middle of the field, cutting it back to the right. Past midfield, ball comes out for a second. Now he is down finally inside, into Bandit territory. Yeah, inside the 20 even. They did not call him down earlier. So the Wildcatters have nice field position, except now it backs up. There was an unsportsmanlike conduct, as we knew, on those extra points that were being attempted. The official did not point to either side when he called it, but evidently it was against the Wildcatters, so it does back it up. So they're going to start this drive at their own 24. So they're 26 yards away at their own 24. Quarterback Kyle Yeck, he's under some pressure, and he's sacked by Desmond Rayford. Number 11, Rayford, giving a quick celebration of a quarterback sack. He's such a great player on the defensive side of the football for the Bandits. He's a 6'2", 252-pound defensive lineman / linebacker. Right now he's playing on the D-line. Desmond Rayford makes it 2nd and 15 after the sack. Now Yeck back to pass, looking to his left this time, going for McDonald, but it's into the crowd. And of course, as even the PA guy here at the Foster Communications Coliseum notes, a lucky fan got a souvenir. You see him there on an incomplete pass into the stands. Going to bring up 3rd and 15. 3rd and 15 at the Wildcatters' own 19-yard line. Their QB, Kyle Yeck, with trip receivers to his left, back to pass, under pressure, and that's Brown. And Brown gets a QB sack, but a flag flies in. That was Chris Brown, the big 325-pound D lineman. We'll wait for the call.
Personal foul, face mask, number 9.
Oh, that was a tough one against the Bandits. The microphone is working again for the official. He said it was a face mask against Chris Brown. A personal foul face mask on number 9, Chris Brown, as he was trying to come up with a sack, grabbed the quarterback's face mask. So an automatic first down, the football into Bandit territory. We are in the third quarter, fans. It's 66-40. The Bandits lead. That's a 26-point spread. Here is 3 receivers to the left of Kyle Yeck. He goes that way. It's to number 30. That is, and it's out. The ball is out, and it's recovered, though, by DeMarcus James. That was Micah Burdett. Number 30, Micah Burdett, got jarred. The ball came out into the hands of number 2, DeMarcus James, and the officials getting together. They're calling that a fumble. That is another fumble lost by the Wildcatters, their 4th turnover of the evening. Ball to the Bandits. They lead by 26. The clock, fans, 8 minutes. Now less than 8 minutes in the third quarter. It runs right now. Bandit QB Collis going to have trip receivers to his left, back to pass. Looking across the middle of the field, has a man. It's Thomas. At the 5, no, it's Cash. It's Cashmere. Sorry, on call again. The numbers on this red, white, and blue, not always easy to see. But that was not number 13. That was number 3, Lamons Cashmere. And Cash now has 3 touchdowns receiving. That was a deep one, fans. That was a 43-yarder. A 43-yard touchdown pass from Luke Collis to Lamons Cashmere. It's a 32-point lead now. And the Bandits trying to make it 33 points. Snap good. Kick from Ortega. Looks like it splits the uprights. It does. So Ortega missed one in the third quarter, but splits that one. And the Bandits starting to open it up now. As you see, San Angelo 73, West Texas 40. It's now a 33-point spread. It was a 20-point game at half, but 13 Bandit points makes it a 33-point game. Touchdown pass number 9 now for Luke Collis, just putting up unbelievable numbers week in and week out here in the Lone Star Football League. Is the 6'2", 230-pound QB. That's number 6, Luke Collis. 7:22 on the third quarter clock. The Bandits, fans, with 73 points. We're still in the third. They could easily bust out up and over 100 tonight. So they're going to kick here. It's going to be Ortega. Number 99, Art Ortega, to kick off. And here is the kick. This one is in the air, bouncing at the 10, down to the 5. Shackelford returns it to the 10, 15, past the 20, but going to be brought down by DeMarcus James. Going to be brought down. They're going to spot it at the 22-yard line of the Wildcatters. So they do have a nice field position. They're only 28 yards away from the end zone, but they do currently have it in their own territory. Ball still in Wildcatter territory. Clock running right now, fans. 7 minutes left in the third. And a flag flies in. I don't think the Wildcatters failure to report. That's a penalty. We see that. That goes against the tight end. There are 3 offensive linemen. Now they're going to wave it off. So they say no foul there. The official says he did see it. So here we go, 1st and 10. The quarterback, Kyle Yeck. Trip receivers to his right. He stumbles coming out of the snap, but does get it out. And it's caught for a 7-yard gain. That was to number 30. That's Micah Burdett. Burdett with a 7-yard catch. And the football does get into San Angelo Bandit territory at the Bandit 22. 2nd and 3. This time, 2 receivers to the left of Kyle Yeck. A third one, full head of steam in motion, is McDonald back to pass. Looking for McDonald, running a post route. It's hot. Flag flies in. Touchdown, Wildcatters. We'll wait on the call here, but it might be against the Bandits, which of course would be declined. That is, again, now the official's mic starting to go out again. But it was defensive pass interference, but it's declined, and it stands as a 22-yard touchdown pass from Kyle Yeck to number 81, Kent McDonald. That's McDonald's 3rd touchdown tonight. It's a 27-point game. The Wildcatters going for 2. They're going to try to make a handoff, but their QB goes down. I think maybe even tripped up by one of his own offensive linemen, but Kyle Yeck goes down, and the 2-point try is no good. And so the new score after the Wildcatters do get 6, their first 6 of third, or their first points rather of the third, makes it a 27-point game. The San Angelo Bandits 73, the Wildcatters 46. Just under 6 minutes on the clock in the third. This is not a 4th quarter score yet. 73-46 in the third.
San Angelo Junior League, newest partner with your San Angelo Bandits. Once again, partnership with the San Angelo Junior League.
The Bandits trying to complete a sweep of all their home games. They came into this game with having played 5 home games and won all 5. It's a 12-game schedule. You play 6 games at home and 6 games on the road. Bandits hope to be perfect at home, trying to fish up a perfect 6-0 in 6 home games. They're up by 27 points here, and they're set to receive the kickoff. Here is the kick. It's a high booming kick into the back of the end zone. Cashmere has it. He's returning it to the 5, makes a man miss, gets it out to the 10, and he's brought down. Brought down by...
At the 10-yard line.
That was number 80 on the tackle for the Wildcatters, Cornelius Shackelford. And so the Bandits, not with the best field position, but they do have the football and a 27-point lead. They have it 1st and 10 at their own 10. So they are 40 yards away from the end zone to start this drive. So far, they're 2 for 2 on their third quarter drives, ending in touchdowns. Collis under center. This time 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. Goes to the left. It's Thomas. And it's caught, but a minimal gain by number 13, Johnny Thomas. Shoved up against the padding. And in indoor football, when you are shoved up into that padding, that means you're out. It's a short, call it a 2-yard gain. So 2nd and 8 from the 12. 2 receivers to Collis's right. Here comes a third, a full head of steam in motion to his right. That's Cashmere, and it's going to go inside, though, to Thomas. Cashmere makes a block. Thomas at the 10, into the end zone, touchdown, but a flag. And they might have Cashmere for holding. There might be holding down the field. We'll wait, see if the mic is working. It is working. They do say holding on number 3 of the offense. That is Cashmere, but I'm sure it's a spot foul. They're going to say that Cashmere was holding at the 5 of West Texas. So it does go back to the 15. So the Bandits did, in the end, though, still gain 25 yards on the play. They take it from their own 10 down to the 15 of West Texas, and now another flag on the field. Unsportsmanlike conduct on, he said, the Odessa coach. Of course, it's West Texas. They are in Odessa. But the true name of the team is the West Texas Wildcatters. The coach gets a penalty, and so it takes it now from the 15 down half the distance to the 7.5. So call it at the 7. First and goal already. 4.5 minutes in the third. Back to pass Collis. Looking out to his right. Has it with Cash. A spin move. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Cashmere. Le Mans Cashmere. They call him Cash. And number 3 is Cash Money on that one. That's now 3 touchdown catches in the third quarter alone for Cashmere. He had 1 in the first half, so he's up to 4. 4 touchdown receptions for Le Mans Cashmere. The Bandits up by 33 after that touchdown. They're going for 1. Snap down, kick on the way. This kick is no good. It's wide to the right. So it stays at a 33-point game. 79 points are on the board, and we're still in the third. Our score, the San Angelo Bandits, 79. The West Texas Wildcatters, 46. That one goes as a 7-yard touchdown pass from Luke Collis to Le Mans Cashmere. That's touchdown pass number 10 for Collis. Collis lighting it up right now. 10 touchdown passes, no picks either in this game. We got 4 minutes and change to play in our third quarter, fans. 4:11 on the clock. You're watching this game on the America One Sports Network, the Lone Star Football League, live on AmericaOneSports.com. And the Bandits wearing the red, white, and blue uniforms. It's kind of a white jersey with red striping and blue numbering and lettering, and blue pants with red stripes on those. The patriotic look for the Bandits playing here at home, the home finale on Memorial Day. They're set to kick away again. Here is the kick. This one in the air, now bouncing at the 5, going to be returned by Shackelford. He's at the 10, the 15, makes a man miss, 20, past midfield, inside the 20 of the Bandits. A nice return by number 80, Cornelius Shackelford. They're going to eventually spot this one. Let's wait for it to be spotted at the 17 of the Bandits. So that's a 32-yard, kickoff return by Cornelius Shackelford, setting up his team with nice field position. But of course, the Bandits in the third quarter are the team that has a 33-point lead. This time it's going to be 3 receivers to the right of the QB Yek. He passes it out in the flat, but it's incomplete, intended for Shackelford. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. The clock will run right now. Clock ticks away right now at 3:20. Now less, of course, than 3:20 in the third. The Bandits have control of this one. They have led wire to wire, led throughout in this game. West Texas with the football, 17 yards away. They have trip receivers to the right of Kyle Yeck. He goes out that way. Pass is caught by Micah Burdett, and he is dumped. Combining on the tackle, DeMarcus James, and also number 5, Austin Benson. Takes it down. It was a gain of, they're going to call it 9, a gain of 9 yards. So 3rd and 1 at the Bandit 9-yard line. Wildcatters QB yet back to pass, a quick pass out to Shackelford. He makes a man miss, gets a nice block, is down to inside the 5, down all the way to the 1 before he's brought down by number 2, DeMarcus James. But it is a first down. It's a 1st and goal for the Wildcatters. Clock is running, fans. Less than 2 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Not in the game, still in the 3rd. 33-point lead for the Bandits. But the Wildcatters trying to trim that. They're going to hand off to Thomas. And I think Thomas is brought down short of the line to gain. He did not get in.
Make some noise for your defense.
A whole posse of Bandits combining, but there was Desmond Rayford, Austin Benson, Chris Brown. I think even Davidson stuck his head in there. About 3 Bandits combined to hold Thomas out of the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 2. It actually goes as a loss of 1. So the running back tackled behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 2. Clock runs, 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the 3rd. Yeck under center. This time back to pass, under pressure, going across the middle, incomplete. Jeremiah Turner, number 7, helping to provide pressure there. 3rd and goal from the 2. Turner is a 6'2", 250-pound defensive lineman.
For your defense, ladies and gentlemen.
Clock running here, less than 40 seconds to play in the 3rd. It's a 3rd and goal. The Bandits are up by 33 points in the 3rd quarter, 79-46. Yeck going to have 3 receivers to his right. One of them's in motion. That is Burdett, but the ball is out, and then he does recover it. Yeck does. And then he is brought down. And now West Texas is going to call a timeout. Their first timeout of the half comes with 19 seconds on the 3rd quarter clock. But they are faced with a tough 4th down, so they wanted to get everybody on the same page here. For a 4th down, it's going to be 4th and goal now from the 5. So the Bandit defense is really stiffened up here. It was a 1st and goal from the 1. 1st and goal from the 1, a loss of 1 on the first play, made it 2nd and goal from the 2. Then an incompletion made it 3rd and goal from the 2. Then a 3-yard loss when the quarterback, Kyle Yeck, fumbled the snap and recovered it. So it went from the 2 back to the 5. And that's where they have it for one final play. Of course, there could be a penalty. But they're faced with a 4th down, 4th and goal from the 5. West Texas has the football. Yeck under center. This time it's going to be Burdett with a full head of steam in motion. Out to the right. Yeck looking across the middle, under pressure. He is wrapped up. Now he tosses it to Thomas, but it's incomplete. It's incomplete on 4th down, and that is a turnover on downs. So the Bandits hold West Texas out of the end zone and take over at their own 5. 11 seconds to play here in the 3rd. The Bandits in complete control. 79-46. They're not going to have to run a play. Once they set the ball, spot the ball, they motion that the clock will start, and it has, and we have reached the end of the 3rd quarter. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, our score, you see it right there, the San Angelo Bandits 79, the West Texas Wildcatters 46.
What do you think about that score, ladies and gentlemen?
So that is a nice score for the home team. Even the PA announcer asked the fans how they liked the score heading into the final quarter.
Give a call, 655-5441, West Texas Fire, and the YMCA is something for everyone.
In the third quarter, there weren't a lot of points scored, considering we had a bunch of points combined in the first half. But the Bandits won that third quarter. They won that third quarter 19-6. So that is where we are now after outscoring the Wildcatters by 13. Their 20-point halftime lead is up to 33 points. A 33-point Bandit lead.
Down in the concourse area, please. Thank you.
With 1 quarter to go, and the Bandits do have a football. The Bandits have not turned the ball over in this game, and Luke Collis has 10 touchdown passes. So looking for number 11, perhaps. And here's the first play of the fourth. Teams going in opposite directions now. It's a deep pass for Thomas, and that one incomplete. Going for it all there was Luke Collis, trying to find number 13, Johnny Thomas. Brings up 2nd and 10. We're into the fourth quarter now, and I'll keep track of the clock for you fans. I know there is no graphic as you watch the game, but even after an incompletion, clock running, 14 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the game. 2nd and 10. Collis under center for the Bandits. Going to have trip receivers to his left. He's back to pass, looking to his left. Now it's out to that way, and it's caught by Edwards. At first, Collis was looking across the middle of the field. Now that's going to come back. We had holding on number 77, Willie Bradley. Of course, sometimes the only time I say those names are when they do bad things, but really got to tip my hat to the Bandit O-line. They have dominated the line of scrimmage. Number 68, David Coffey. Coffey is the normal center. Then Willie Bradley. You also will see Chris Brown on the D-line. So here we go, a second down after a hold, and now Collis across the middle to Thomas Pott at the 15, and down there. But that is going to be enough. It was 2nd and 13, and that is what the Bandits produce, a 13-yard pass and catch. Thomas, unfortunately, fans, I don't have, other than I knowing he has 5 touchdown catches, 5 touchdowns receiving, don't have his yardage for you, but he's got to be approaching, maybe approaching 200 yards receiving in this game. Less than 13 to play, first down. Collis looking this time out to his right, doesn't have anybody. Now he has the ball stripped from him into the hand of number 80. That's Cornelius Shackelford, and he scoots on into the end zone. Touchdown for the Wildcatters. The way I saw that play was that quarterback Luke Collis took a hit kind of from behind, and it jarred the ball loose. I'm not going to call that a pick. I really don't think it is. I think it's a fumble by Collis and a fumble recovery by Cornelius Shackelford. And it was at the 10, so a 10-yard fumble recovery return for a touchdown. So it was a 33-point game, but now it's down to 27 after a defensive score for the Wildcatters. And they're going for 2. And they're going to throw a lob pass to, that's number 49. It's caught by Morris. Dennis Morris, and that's a 2-point conversion. So it was a 33-point game. It's now down to a 25-point lead. You see it there, 79 to 54. The Bandits up by 25 after, again, what I'm calling a 10-yard fumble returned for a touchdown. by number 80. That's Cornelius Shackelford.
How many classic wing flavors there are?
So the first points of the fourth go to the Wildcatters, but the Bandits still have a pretty comfortable lead. 25 points. That is a 4-possession game, even accounting for the fact that you can get 8s. But 3 8s is only 24, so the Bandits up by a full 4 possessions with a 25-point lead. The Wildcatters going to kick this one off. They might be thinking about an onside or trying to kick it into a Bandit player, kind of a line drive, hope a Bandit player fumbles the kick. That was the first turnover by the Bandits. It did result in a touchdown, of course, even on the same play. But the Bandits still winning the turnover battle 4-1. There's been 4 West Texas turnovers. They've lost 3 fumbles and thrown 1 pick. It is an onside, and it's into the hands of James. But does he have it completely? They have to unpile. And DeMarcus James, that was risky letting it take an extra hop, but he recovers the onside kick attempt, so the Bandits do have the ball. So the Bandits are going to have it in West Texas territory. They have it at the 15 of the Wildcatters. So the Bandits are 15 yards away from the end zone. They have a 25-point lead. 12 minutes to play in the game. Now less than 12 on the fourth quarter clock. Collis, 2 receivers to his right. Goes that way, and it's almost picked. But it's going to fall incomplete. That was a miscommunication between Collis and Thomas. And a flag comes in for good measure. Wait for the call.
Defense, 5 yards, first down.
It is an illegal defense against the Wildcatters. It's a 5-yard penalty. And it is an automatic first down. So it's not a 1st and 5, it's a 1st and goal because it goes from the 15 to the 10. 1st and goal from the 10. This time 2 to the right, 1 to the left of Collis. He's looking across the middle to Cash, the receiver towards his left. It's incomplete, but there was contact, and the Bandits believe it is defensive pass interference. We'll again wait for the call. Been a lot of penalties in this game.
Illegal contact, number 20 on defense, 5 yards, first down.
They call illegal contact, not defensive pass interference, but still against the defense, illegal contact. Making contact after 5 yards on number 20, that's Andre May. So 1st and goal now from the 5 after the illegal contact penalty. Collis, quarterback, is under center with 2 receivers to his right. Here comes Cash, full head of steam in motion to the right. Now across the middle for Cash. Caught! Lamons Cashmere, a strong spike that bounces up behind him into the stand. Nice one there. Not always when they spike it does a fan get a souvenir, but that spike into the turf then bounced, had to be 15 feet into the air off the turf. And a fan gets a souvenir, touchdown for the Bandits. They're back up by 31 points. Going for 1, the kick on the way. This one is no good, wide to the right. So it was a 25-point lead, but add 6 to that. There you see it. It's back up to a 31-point spread. The Bandits 85, the Wildcatters 54. 10:43 to play in the fourth quarter. That last score was a 5-yard touchdown pass by Luke Collis. He's now up to 11. 11 touchdown passes And Johnny Thomas has 5 touchdown catches, but now Cash has that many as well. Number 3, Lamons Cashmere has caught 5 touchdowns. So 11 passing touchdowns, 5 to Johnny Thomas, 5 to Lamons Cashmere. The other one going to number 1, that's Lawan Edwards. So pretty impressive stuff from Bandit QB Collis, and having a couple receivers now with 5 touchdown catches in a game.
Facility services from Matt Styles to all your restaurant needs, all available for rent-use or purchase. Visit them at unifirst.com or call them 651-46.
So the Bandits lead by 31, and they're going to kick off.
Ready to kick it off?
It'll be number 99, Art Artega, to kick this one away. And here's the kick. This one is over to the left, the near side of the field, but it does not get in, or rather strike the turf. It flies straight out of bounds. That is an illegal kick when you kick it straight out of bounds. The other team gets the ball at their own 20. Then even after, if you do another kick out of bounds, then you get it at the 25, and they keep adding on 5 yards. But that was the first time that the Bandits have an illegal kickoff. So they get it at the 20, the Wildcatters. The fans that have come out have certainly enjoyed themselves. The Bandits have led throughout and led comfortably. Here is Wildcatter QB Yek going out to his left. Kyle Yek completes it to Micah Burdett for a gain of 9. Gets the football into Bandit territory at the Bandit 21-yard line. 2nd and 1 from the San Angelo 21. Clock runs right now. We're in the 4th quarter, fans. Less than 10 minutes to play. And Kyle Yek is under center again, going to have 3 receivers to his right. They snap it. Now they're going to hand it off to Jacoby Thomas. He's rumbling. He's past the 15-10 inside the 5 on a run. You rarely see running backs break, or fullbacks rather, break off long runs in indoor football. But that was one right there. 19 yards on the run. A 19-yard run by Jacoby Thomas. 1st and goal now. They're going to toss it to Thomas, and he's going high side of the field, and he has it into the end zone. Nice blocking on the play. So Jacoby Thomas, as I said, ran it 19 yards from the 21 down to the 3. And then the final was the 3-yard touchdown run by Thomas. It was, as we said, a 31-point game, but now it's back to 25. And the Wildcatters going to go for 2 to try to make it a 23-point game. They're going to have 2 receivers to the right, Yek, 1 to his left. They're going to go for the tight end, but that pass is batted down by McGee. McGee comes up with a nice play. First time I've said his name tonight, but that doesn't mean he hasn't been a force. He has. But a pass deflected by number 90, Tim McGee. McGee is a 6'4", 305-pound defensive lineman. As the Bandits have a lot of big guys in the trenches on both sides of the ball. McGee, another one of those over 300-pound guys. You see the score there. It's a 25-point game. It's 85-60. 145 combined points. Of course, the Bandits also are 15 points away from getting to 100. They have 8 minutes in which to do it. 8:43 to play in the 4th quarter. The Bandits will receive this, and again, they're going to have to be aware of an onside from the Wildcatters as they're trying to pull out all the stops here as they are in the final quarter play and still trailing pretty big a 25-point deficit is a 4-possession game. Here comes the kickoff by the Wildcatters. It is another onside kick, this time into the hands of, see who this is get off the pile, Christian Torres. Number 19, Torres, with an onside kick recovery, and so it's going to be super nice field position here, 9-yard line. 9 yards away from for the Bandits, first and goal at the Wildcatter 9. Will we see touchdown pass number 12 from Luke Collis? And if it goes to either Johnny Thomas or Lamons Cashmere, they would get their 6th touchdown catch. We'll wait. It's going to be trip receivers to the right. Back to pass is Collis. He's under immense pressure, and he throws it away. He looks to be just fine as he peels himself up off the turf. Did take a hit there. Second and goal after the incompletion. Clock running, though. Less than 8 minutes to play. In this game, we're into the 4th quarter now.
26-22.
So second and goal here. The Bandits break the huddle. They go with 2 receivers to the right of Collis. And this is Edwards, full head of steam in motion to the right. Back to pass. Collis goes out, high side. Cash catches it, make a man miss. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown! Lamons Cashmere. Cash has certainly been money tonight. Cash money, that's number 6. 6 touchdown catches now in the game for Lamons Cashmere. 5 of them have come here in the second half. 3 in the 3rd quarter. That was the 2nd touchdown catch here in the 4th. He had 1 in the 1st half, so he's now up to 6. The Bandits going for 1. They're up by 31 points. Snap good, kick on the way. This kick is good. So it is a 32-point lead now for the Bandits. They are into the 90s now. You see it right there, 92 on the board. They lead by 32. The Bandits 92, the Wildcatters 60. As I said, that last score, a 9-yard touchdown pass by Collis to number 3, Lamons Cashmere. So as we update, passing touchdown number 12 for Collis. 6 of those 12 have gone to Cashmere. 5 more of those have gone to Thomas. That's 11. And the other one, as we said, is on to number 1, Lawan Edwards. So the Bandits going to kick off. They are 7 minutes and 14 seconds away from finishing 6-0 at home, from sweeping their home schedule and going undefeated in San Angelo. Of course, the converse to that is that they have not won a game yet when they have been on the road. They have played 3 road games thus far, or 0-3. So that's why home is so vital. They do have to finish with 3 on the road. So it's a tough schedule, but it looks like when they begin those last 3 road games, they will be 6-3. This is a nice stick made by Austin Benson, a special teams tackle, bringing down Cornelius Shackelford. You play 12 games. This is game number 9 for the Bandits. They're going to get their 6th win, as we said, and be 6-3 through 9 games with 3 left. So that 6 wins assures them at least of not having a losing record. The worst they could finish would be 6-6. But of course, they steal one on the road, they would know they'd be 7-5. Maybe try to steal a couple. I'm sure that's the goal. I know the real goal is to win them all, but here's a pass by the Wildcatters. This game now kind of getting into garbage time. We'll still give you a call, but we're also talking big picture as well. But 3-0 on the road might be a little much, especially knowing they are all in a row, but certainly 2-1 would be a nice number to shoot for. There's a catch by McDonald, a bomb, and he makes a spin move and goes into the end zone and then tosses the football into the stands. That is not allowed. That is a penalty. You can do it when you're at home. The Bandits have tossed numerous footballs into the stands tonight, but that's a rule. That's what it's about, being at home in the Lone Star Football League. But that is a penalty if you're the visiting team and you score a touchdown and toss it up. But a long bomb there, complete for a West Texas touchdown from quarterback Kyle Yeck to receiver Kent McDonald. It's a 26-point game after that touchdown. The Wildcatters going for 2 to try to make it a 24-point game. 3 receivers to the right of Yeck. He's going to look out to the right, throw it high, and too high. Intended for McDonald. The 2-point conversion is no good. So the Wildcatters do get 6 there, and we do have a new score again. The deficit is inside of 30. It's currently at 26. Our score, the San Angelo Bandits 92, the West Texas Wildcatters 66.
Please do not come on the field.
5:47, you see it there. That's the time left in this game. Bandits are 8 points away from 100. This is the most points they have scored this season. 92. They had 89 earlier in the season. 89 came in a loss. But 92, the new high. Of course, they're set to receive the kickoff, so that's what we said. They still have time to get to 99, perhaps. A touchdown at the very minimum makes it 98, and then they could go for 2 to try to put up triple digits. We'll wait here for the kickoff from the Wildcatters of West Texas. This is a big week for the Bandits because they have to have a short turnaround. They turn around quickly and play again on Saturday. So we're playing here on Monday, on Memorial Day, and then this Saturday, May 31st, the Bandits have another game. Here's another onside, but it's recovered by Torres. Christian Torres with the recovery. So the Bandits will have the ball, as we said. Game has long been decided. This has been a dominating home performance by the Bandits. They scored the first 20 tonight. Before you knew it, it was 20-0. The Bandits have never looked back. I think at one time maybe the lead got down to 19 when the Wildcatters started scoring some points in the second, but now it's really ballooned, has never really got less than that 19. It's fluctuated from 19 to 33 points, the lead at any given time. So it's going to be from the 5 here. Back to no, it's going to be a handoff to Joyner. He's rumbling. He's in. The fullback. The Bandits called the fullback's number. And it's a 5-yard touchdown run by Alex Joyner. And 98 is on the board. I think some of the Bandit fans doing some mock boos that the Bandits are not going for 2 yet. They're just going for 1, leading by 32 points. It's going to be Ortega to attempt the PAT. Snap. Now they fake it. Edwards going to throw it to Ortega. He catches it, but he is knocked down. He's going to be fine. That was a bit risky to put your kicker in harm's way. So there is the new score. The Bandits get 6 and make it 98 on the board. San Angelo 98, the West Texas Wildcatters 66. 4:49 left, as you see there, in the game. So the Bandits turn around, as we said, May 31st. This coming Saturday, they take their show on the road, if you will. They'll take their second place record to New Mexico. Their one and only trip out to Albuquerque. I guess technically Rio Rancho, north of Albuquerque, is the next game. I believe that is 7:30 on the kick. 7:30 New Mexico time, which would be 8:30 Texas time. So I think that game will get going 8:30 Central time for those of you in Texas. You can watch that game where you're watching this game at the America One Sports Network. That is also a road game, so we'll have that game also radio only. We do have radio broadcasts of all San Angelo Bandit road games. The frequency that you tune to in San Angelo is 1260 AM. That's on the AM dial, KKSA. The call letters 1260 for that next Bandit game. They will be 6-3 when they play that next game. Here we go. A kick by, this time it is Ortega. It's into the end zone. Here's Shackelford. He's kind of fumbling it a bit, does manage to get it out of the end zone. A bunch of flags are on the field. This has been definitely a game where the referees have earned their money. They've made penalty after penalty. This one, a block in the back on the Wildcatters. It's just going to be half the distance, not a very costly penalty. It takes it from the 4 back to the 2. So the Wildcatters are pinned deep. They have it at their own 2. They're 48 yards away. Clock running. This game, as we said, is decided. 4:25 and counting. So we don't have much time left. Here are the Wildcatters. There's a sack in the end zone. And it's a safety. Jeremiah Turner, and there is the 2 points. The fans love that. They're cheering because 100 is on the board. They knew how many points. There you see it. Triple digits. 100 after a safety by Jeremiah Turner. When the Bandits had 98, the safety puts them at 100. And the fans are cheering that accomplishment.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed a new league record.
And the PA announcer letting the fans know that that is a record this season. That's the high point total in the league, not just for Bandit games. I mean, that's the 2014 Lone Star Football League season. There's 100 on the board. The Rio Grande Valley Soul had beat the Bandits by scoring 92 points one game, but now 100 for the Bandits. So congratulations on setting a season high, a season record right there. And of course that's a safety, so that means the Wildcatters have to kick off here after the safety. So now the Bandits could be looking at 106 or 107. 4:17, still got time here to play in this one. But the Bandits, as we said, they led this game wire to wire, scoring the first 20 points. Here's another onside kick attempt, but Torres has been cleaning that up. Christian Torres. The Bandits going to have the football. Let's see where they spot this. The 14-yard line of the Wildcatters. So it's going to be a 1st and 10. The Bandits 14 yards away from going over 100 points. They're currently at 100. 12 touchdown passes in this game for Luke Collis. He's under center here. He's got 2 receivers to his right, 1 in motion to his left. That's Davidson. He goes to Davidson. Out to his left, it's caught. And Davidson gets it inside the 10. It's going to be a 5-yard gain. We're going to spot it at the 9. Clock runs. This one's played all over, but the shouting the last few minutes here. 3.5 minutes, now less than 3.5 on the 4th quarter clock. The Bandits now being slow and deliberate here, taking the play clock down. They're going to have to hurry here. There's only 5 seconds on the play clock. They do get it to the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap. They hand off to Joyner. Joyner makes a man miss. Rumbles to the end zone, and he's in. The fullback. The fullback gets his 2nd rushing touchdown tonight. He had a 5-yard touchdown run earlier this 4th quarter. Now a 9-yard. A 9-yard touchdown run by Alex Joyner. And the record is now up to 106. 106 is the high point total scored this season. The Bandits going for 107 here. The kick on the way. That one splits the uprights. So after a 9-yard touchdown run and the extra point there, you see it 107 on the board. The Bandits 107. The Wildcatters 66. That's a 41-point lead for the Bandits. Less than 3 minutes to play in the game.
All right, Boomer. With that extra point, it's a new league record!
You might hear some of that in our crowd mic. The PA announcers noting every point that scores a new league record this season. 107 to 66. Just wow, they are taking care of business. You never want to take anything for granted in professional indoor football, and the Bandits have respect for all their opponents. But this was a matchup against the last place team, the 1-6 West Texas Wildcatters. But West Texas had beaten San Angelo earlier. Their only win was against the Bandits. That's why you got to play the games. That's why you play them. But the Bandits against the last place team taking care of business, as we said. This one, they're about to get win number 6 on the season. They will be 6-3. Here comes the kick. Bouncing, it heads to the end zone. Going to be returned by Shackelford. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, up the middle, the 20. Loses the football. Who has it? The football, he recovers it. I said it was Shackelford. That's actually Royal Johnson. That was number 5. Gets it just shy of midfield. They're going to spot it at the, let's see where they spot it, the 23.
Whether we have in this area, won't be any meet and greet on the field after the game.
2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the ball game. The Wildcatters trailing by 41 points. As we said, this is just cosmetic, if you will, only going to affect the final point total. Clock running right now, 2:20 to play. The Wildcatters back to pass with Kyle Yeck under extreme pressure. He makes a man miss, now goes to his man Thomas, who makes a man miss at the 15, gets it to the 10, the 5, going for the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Wildcatters. As you got to tip your hat to the Wildcatters. Very fancy there. It goes as a 27-yard touchdown pass. 27-yard pass from quarterback Kyle Yeck to receiver, who is actually his fullback, number 32, Jacoby Thomas. Makes it a 35-point game. And the Wildcatters going to go for 2 to try to trim the deficit to 33 points. Here they're going to hand off to a receiver. It's Burnett. He heads for the end zone, and he does get the football to break the plane of the goal line. That 2-point conversion is good. So our new score is a 33-point game. It is the Bandits 107, the Wildcatters 74. So that means the teams have also combined for 181 points. That's how many points the Bandits had in the game that I last remember. That was the Rio Grande Valley game. That's the game I last called. The Bandits did play a home game a week ago. I was not a part of that broadcast. But the last game I called was 92-89. That's 181 combined points. The teams have reached that. But the difference is it's a big advantage for the Bandits. A 33-point lead. There's the American flag as we zoom in here. Thanking again all of those military, first responders, peace officers, all of those who support and protect our freedoms. We thank you as we remember you on Memorial Day. We have less than 2 minutes to play. The Bandits are set, though, to receive the football.
Folks, you're seeing history in the making tonight.
107 on the board for the San Angelo Bandits.
Right now we're sitting at 181 points.
The Wildcatters, as we said, they got to kick it off. And the high kick is into the hands of Cashmere. He's at the 5, the 10, up the far sideline to the 15, and slides to a stop at the 17. When this game ends, we won't have a very long post-game show. We'll just have some parting comments, but do want to remind you of the Bandits' upcoming schedule because, as we said, it's a 2-game week. The Bandits, with this win, they're going to have a very, very short turnaround. Just a few off days, a few practice days before they play again on Saturday. And they got to take a long road trip. But they're going to try for that first road win this Saturday, May 31st. It's an inside handoff to Joyner. We're going to tick this clock. Most likely this clock will tick down to the 1-minute warning. We'll wait here. There's 1:15 and counting. I think Bandits are probably going to just run from here on out. As you see the clock counting down, it will stop here for the final time. You'll see it stop. There it stops with 1 minute to play. 107 to 74.
One more time.
The Bandits game against New Mexico fans, as we said, is 7:30 kickoff New Mexico time. That is 8:30 Texas time. Check that. You can always check that by going to the Bandit website. It's at sabandits.com.
Be looking for playoff tickets?
Or the Lone Star Football League website, which is texaslsfl.com. Again, texaslsfl.com. Another handoff to the fullback Joyner, and he's brought down after a gain of, let's call it 3.
Did you have fun tonight?
You might hear again in our crowd mic the PA announcer asking those fans if they had fun tonight, and certainly they did. They saw 107 put up by the home team. 30 seconds, fans. The Bandits have to run one more play here because the play clock's at now 10 seconds and the game clock's at 21 seconds. So one more play, most likely a handoff to Joyner. It is a handoff. He's going to rumble ahead to the midfield stripe. And here's the last few seconds ticking off the clock. You see it right there. 1-0. And that is a final from San Angelo in the Foster Communications Coliseum. The final score, the San Angelo Bandits 107 and the West Texas Wildcatters 74. So that's a 33-point win in the end for the Bandits. As we said, 107 points is a season high in the league. Bandits certainly are rolling, especially here at home. They wrap it up with a sixth home win. 6 home games on the schedule, and they go 6-0 at home. As we get ready to sign off, we will update the standings. San Angelo, just as we said, picked up their 6th win. They are 6-3 through 9 games. West Texas drops another one. They're going to fall to 1-7. 1 win, 7 losses for the Wildcatters of West Texas. What that means, fans, is that San Angelo's still in 2nd place, but they have the same amount of wins as Rio Grande Valley. Rio Grande Valley in 1st at 6-2. They were idle. They had a bye this week. There's 5 teams in the league, so only 4 teams can play in any given week. So they are a game behind, if you will, but they're 6-2 through 8 games, and San Angelo is 6-3 through 9 games. So the number 1 seed and home field advantage still a possibility for the Bandits, but if they want that number 1 seed, I know they're probably thinking maybe have to go to 9-3 to get that number 1 seed. That means winning not just 1 game on the road, but winning all of their remaining games, which are all on the road. And it's tough, but the Bandits, I think they're going to get a road win. They are. They're not going to go 0-6 on the road. At least certainly we hope not. They hope to get that road win this Saturday. Again, May the 31st, the last day in May. We'll be back on the air and also on your computer at the America One Sports Network. The Bandits going to Rio Rancho, New Mexico to take on the New Mexico Stars. And when they play that team, it'll be a 4-5 team. So New Mexico going to be playing all out. They're still very much alive for the playoffs, and so it'll be 6-3 San Angelo, 4-5 New Mexico, but they certainly could close that gap with a win over the Bandits. So the Bandits go on the road. As we said, they have 3 games left in their schedule. All the games left are on the road. They finish with a road game at New Mexico, then at Amarillo, and then back down to Hidalgo at Rio Grande Valley to finish things up. That's going to do it here. We sign off from San Angelo and the Foster Communications Coliseum. Final score is San Angelo 107 and West Texas Wildcatters 74. You were watching this game on the America One Sports Network, found here on AmericaOneSports.com. My name, fans, Matt McGraw. Thank you for joining me. Matt McGraw wishing you a happy Memorial Day. Take care.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, see how it goes. 3 games left, but no games here. 3 games left in the back.